Hello, my name is Jason Mercer, the Toronto Real Estate Board's Chief Market Analyst. With June behind us, we are now into the second half of 2019. Over the next few minutes, let's take a look back at how June and the first half of the year unfolded with regard to home sales, listings, and home prices reported through TREB's MLS system. Greater Toronto Area Realtors reported 8,860 sales through TREB's MLS system in June 2019, and this represented a 10.4% increase compared to June 2018. Over the same time period, total new listings remained at a similar level for the month of June, and active listings at month end were down by 5.7%. Sales and new listing statistics for the first half of 2019 compared to the same period in 2018 painted a similar story to that of June. Sales were up by 8.5% on a year-over-year basis, while new listings were up by less than 1%. The trends for sales and new listings follow the results of consumer polling undertaken for TREB this past spring. The results pointed to an improvement in buying intentions and flat to lower listing intentions on the part of existing homeowners. Before we turn to the topic of selling prices, I think it's also important to situate the sales results for June and the first half of 2019 in a historic context. TREB anticipates calendar year 2019 sales to amount to approximately 86,000. And while this will be up from 2018, this result will still be below the norm for the past decade. Looking forward, however, we should expect sales activity to climb back to the longer-term norm because, as people are attracted to our region from all around the world, they obviously need a place to live. Obviously, some people will choose to purchase a home and others will choose to rent. Regardless, this brings up an important policy issue for debate. In TREB's opinion, we need to see movement from policymakers on two fronts: alleviating the constrained supply of housing and providing more flexibility around demand-side policies, including the OSFI 2 percentage point mortgage stress test and allowable amortization periods on insured mortgages. Turning to price, the fact that sales have increased strongly relative to listings so far this year means that competition between buyers increased, resulting in renewed price growth in many segments of the market. The overall average selling price in June 2019 was $832,703, up by 3% compared to the average of $808,066 in June 2018. The MLS Home Price Index composite benchmark was up by a similar annual rate of 3.6%. For the first half of 2019, the average selling price was $810,661, representing an increase of 2.4% compared to the first half of 2018. So far this year, and certainly in June as well, price growth was driven by the higher density market segments, including semi-detached houses, townhouses, and condominium apartments. As buyers started moving off the sidelines in spring, we have seen tighter market conditions for higher density home types, which on average are less expensive than traditional detached houses and therefore provide more affordable housing options under the new OSFI stress test regime. Now, it's important to note that while some home buyers may have adjusted to the OSFI stress test by looking to more affordable housing options, this could present an issue over the longer term because we aren't adding a meaningful amount of new mid-density housing supply to bridge the gap between condominium apartments and detached houses. Finding ways to add more mid-density housing types to existing neighborhoods and new developments needs to be a key component of municipal, provincial, and federal housing plans and policies moving forward. With that in mind, I wish you all a great July and look forward to speaking with you again in a month's time. Thanks very much.
Brought to you by GTA Realtors.